This is the Conversation Havers podcast with your hosts, Collin Hayes and Trey Cromartie.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the 40th episode of the Conversation Havers podcast. 40, it's a lot of episodes.
Yeah, we're old enough to fish now.
Yeah.
Fish, like, without your wife complain. Or, well, I mean, she's going to complain, but that's what fishing's for, you know?
Exactly.
Escape.
The wife told
everything.
me it was me or her or fishing.
I miss her sometimes.
Yeah, I miss her sometimes, but I think I made the right choice.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, in all seriousness.
I don't have a interesting fact this week, but I do have something that I found quite interesting.
Can't fucking believe you. That's not a fact.
I mean, it is a fact that I found something pretty interesting. So, like, you know...
Oh, damn.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you, like, grabbed your drink.
That's meta.
You grabbed your drink, and I was like, what? Is something wrong? But, that's a cool cup you got there.
Yeah,
right?
I got it from the emergency room the other day.
Damn, that's cool.
I'm like a frequent flyer there, so... They were
you get rewards points.
Yeah, they were like, hey, you used this hospital enough to get a cup now. And I was like, awesome, not just a sticker anymore. I'm on a first name basis with the staff and everything.
Hell yeah. So the first thing I was going to say is it's an interesting fact to me. Uh-huh. But so like I did not have any food in my house and I was not wanting to spend money at the grocery store. And so I stopped at my mom's house. She hooked me up with like some Sloppy Joe materials and some sandwich stuff. And I was like, thanks, Mom. You a real OG. And she was like, so she just gave me like some ham and some cheese. Bro, I've gone to my fridge and smelt the ham multiple times because it smells fucking amazing. Like, I don't know why. But it, like, because, you know,
Does ham always smell this amazing to you?
No,
or just this specific ham?
This specific ham. And it's like a kind of a thicker cut, so maybe that's why the aroma is...
Is it like Black Forest, honey roasted?
I feel like it's some sort of honey John thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but, I mean, yeah. I don't know why, man. I wish I could, like, have it on the podcast and, like, have people smell it through the mic. But, I mean, damn.
Yeah, y'all are missing out on the ham at Trey's house.
I'll save you a slice, and you can come
it.
over sometime and just smell it.
Okay, awesome.
But you can't eat it. I'm going to eat it.
Okay, I can accept that.
Okay. Bet. All right, so other than that, I mean, like, besides interesting facts, I've been, like, binge-watching this guy on YouTube called PhilipSolo, and y'all should all go watch his videos. His shit's funny as hell.
Yeah, no, weird, like, fun fact or whatever, I guess, about PhilipSolo is that there was a night when we were supposed to record our first episode of the podcast. I feel like throughout all of the previous 39 episodes, it's well documented. But, like, we went to a guy named James's house to record the first episode. We were going to review The Toxic Avenger.
Yeah. And
then we just didn't end up doing that.
Yeah.
And we ended up watching this guy's videos all day, or all night.
Yeah. He's funny as hell. That's some like, lore that you would have had to been listening to our shit to know that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. So... Like, a guy in France just downloaded every single episode.
Oui, shout out to that guy.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean...
Eat a baguette for the one time for me.
If he's already managed to listen to them all, that would be kind of fucking ridiculous because that was, like, I think 3 or 4 days ago.
So, like, what's the process behind that? Do you think he was, like, you know, he heard, like, one episode and he was like, damn, I have enough faith that I'm going to download every single episode, the other 38 episodes, like, just on pure faith that it would be that entertaining.
I think we're on some kind of playlist.
Really?
Like, one of our episodes, so episode number 8, which is Old Town Road, The Rise of Skywalker and Shazam. That's the episode title. It's got, like, the most plays on Spotify and Apple Podcasts by, like, almost double second place.
Really?
Yeah, so it's like...
Have you gone back and, like, listened to that? Like,
No, I haven't. I mean, I listen to every episode, like, right after we release it, just to, like, kind of judge it, see where I'm at, see how everything's going. Be like, okay, I liked that. I didn't like when I did that. Let's improve on that. That kind of stuff. But I don't really listen to it recreationally too much.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, like, sometimes hearing myself talk is kind of fucking hell.
I don't know. It's not that bad for me, but it's like, I don't know. I just don't really feel the need to listen to my own stuff, I guess.
Yeah. Or, like, the one thing I go back and listen to a lot is just one part of episode 3 where me and you and Grant are talking about that one party that we went to and just your adventures of trying to save me and Jacob.
Oh, yeah, that was pure hell. I don't remember how much detail I went into, but that was
you went into a lot of detail. And just, like, the comedic timing of that entire segment paired along, it's actually, like, I'll show you. It's our, like, front page clip on the podcast's YouTube channel that, because I really genuinely think it's the funniest fucking thing that we've done on the podcast.
I'm gonna have to go re-listen to it again because...
But, like, I do it with, I put the pictures that you mentioned, along with it. So listening to it is funny, but watching and seeing all the pictures and stuff like that is it's another level. So, like, everyone go to our YouTube channel and watch just that little...
The pinned video.
It's the pinned video. It's called Mini Clip. Trey takes care of his homies.
Damn. Yeah, we need to have Grant back on.
Yeah. Probably like spring break, I guess, or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. But whatchamacallit?
Oh, yeah. What got us started on?
Philip Solo? Talking about YouTube?
Philip Solo. No. I was saying that I think we got put on a playlist.
Mm-hmm. What makes you think that?
Because,
what's your
like,
evidence?
Constantly, like, the episode number 8 will just randomly get views. Like,
really?
Most episodes, like, some episodes will randomly get views. But for the most part, it's like the newer episodes get the most views.
Yeah.
But no matter, like, what month it is or whatever, like, episode 8 is always, like, one of our, like, top 5 or 6 episodes.
Okay.
So it's, like, it's really weird. So I'm like...
Maybe a bunch of College Station kids, Grant was like, yo, I was on this episode.
Oh, no. That's episode 3.
Oh, yeah. Okay, then what's episode 8 again?
It's the one, it's just me and you.
Have you re-listened to it and then, like, found what might be...
I think it might just be because we talk about Old Town Road. Because, like, it was during the height of, like, Old Town Road popularity, and somebody might have just thrown it on a playlist.
Interesting.
About, like, this... Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is the thing. I legitimately
it's a theory.
Don't know. It's my leading theory because I don't have any other explanation, but it's, like, whenever... And it's all over the place, like, all over the world, like, America...
Zimbabwe.
Not Zimbabwe. Africa's the only continent, besides Antarctica, for obvious reasons. Africa's the only continent we haven't gotten on yet. Mm-hmm. But, like, just like, Japan and shit like that.
Damn, yeah.
Like, we'll just play that episode, and America, too, obviously, but... It's just, like, all over the place, and it's like, what the fuck? Like...
Yeah, I want to, like... I want some sort of confirmation, like, are these just clicks? Like, are they just clicking on it and then just, like, getting off? Like, if people that in other countries specifically, it's like, I hope they don't think all Americans are like us.
Nah, fuck it. I hope they do.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know. We're pretty average dudes, you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, we're, like, I don't think there's anything about us that makes us, like, super... Like, not to get, like, all depressing and, like, everyone's similar, but, like, there's nothing specifically about us that makes us stick out in a terrible way or anything like that. Mm-hmm. Or really in, like, a spectacular way.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully...
We're just having conversations. Yeah. That's really
hopefully
what it is.
you guys find our conversations entertaining, and we thank everybody who's listened to as many episodes as they have or whatever, because, like... if absolutely nobody was listening to this,
Yeah, we would have stopped a while ago.
Like, because obviously we enjoy making them, but it's just like...
I mean, yeah,
if we're just talking to ourselves,
yeah,
we can do this
talking
in
into
person.
the ether.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, fuck it. Besides that, I was just gonna say, yeah, Philip Solo, like, I would highly suggest everyone go at least try out his videos. Like, you'll be able to find one just through the title. You know what I mean? Like, through the title alone, you'll be like, huh. Like, because literally every single episode, he's just like, I'm gonna go do this random shit. And it's like, he's not a douche about it, because there's a ton of other YouTubers that, like, fake stuff, or they're just like, I'm gonna go get food out to homeless people. And then they, like,
those videos
play,
are the
like,
fucking worst.
Yeah, they play, like, sad music, and he's like, hey, bro, here's a fucking cheese. And it's like, I mean, that's good, but it's clearly, like, not a labor of love. You know, it's not, like, trying to actually...
Like, I want people to
posturing.
think I'm a kind and considerate person. And everyone's guilty of it to an extent.
Yeah.
Like...
But nobody, not a lot of people film it and then try to, like, yeah, look how good of a person I am.
Yeah. Like, that, like, I've said a few things, like, even on here, like, whether it was, like... I talked about, like, giving that one lady, like, a expensive tip or whatever. Mm-hmm. And when I re-listened to that episode, I was, like, cringing at myself. I was just like...
I mean, you're just stating facts.
I know, but it's like, it's the way... It sounds like I'm like, hey, guys, listen to how great... Like, I just like being a good person.
I mean... But it sounds cringy, but, like, that's also... It is nice to be a good person. Like,
it's not what I was thinking about in the moment, but listening back, I was like, I sound like a douche here.
It sounds like a humble brag.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, those videos are always the worst. But this guy's, like, from my limited experience watching his videos, it's just, like, he's kind of goofy, but, like, in a really, like, funny way.
Oh,
like,
yeah. And it's kind of understated, but he's also, like, very out there. Like, I don't know, some of the shit he says, like, almost every single episode, he's like, like, he just, like, makes a noise, and then just, like, and almost every one, it's like, hey, some guy hit me up to travel 4 hours and, like, go to a massage parlor, and I'm gonna do it. And then he just, like, goes and meets up with strangers. Like, he puts himself in a lot of situations that are just, it's very, like...
If you wanted to murder him, it wouldn't be hard.
One of his, like, he's been in a lot of videos, like, a lot of his videos, like, things could have gone very, very wrong, you know what I mean? But it's, like... It's cool that he just kind of, like, he's just a one-man team. Like, he just kind of pulls up and does his shit.
Well, he also has that, like, friend, doesn't he?
What do you mean?
I don't know. It seems like in all the videos I saw, or most of them, he had, like, this one guy with, like, I mean, I just remember he had a big forehead, and whenever he'd smile, like, you could only see his gums.
What the fuck? I don't specifically remember anyone like that, but...
I don't know. It seemed in, like, 5 or 6 of his videos. Like,
he has a couple of his friends that come on a lot.
Yeah.
And, like, that's the thing. Every reoccurring character is, like... I read a comment on one of his videos, and, like, they did a very good job describing, like, his channel. They were like, this channel has lore and, like, reoccurring characters, like... Because he'll randomly meet someone through one of his, like, antics, and then they just show up on the video, like, a couple videos, like, you know, and it's like, and every single one of them is, like, entertaining and plays a good part, you know, it plays a part, but it's real, you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, it's not just like, hey man, that last video that you were on, like, was really good. And he really upped my ratings or whatever.
Yeah, and he won't put... because they're not YouTubers. They're literally just people. And it's like, I don't know. He has a very... And it's very just like, he just holds his phone and just films himself on his phone. And it's like, I don't know. It's funny as hell.
That's the kind of shit I love, is that, like, people who post shit like that and probably never expected to get, like... very much exposure out of it, but just did it for, like, shits and giggles.
Yeah, I still don't know.
Now all of a sudden they've got, like, thousands, hundreds of thousands, or, like, even millions of subscribers.
Yeah, I still don't know exactly, like, how he started or what his first videos were, but I don't know.
I mean, the dude obviously, or at least I assume from, like, seeing his stuff, that he hasn't been, like, bought out or like
Yeah.
some media company hasn't brought him in.
Yeah.
Which is rare for somebody that big. I know that watching...
He's at the 500,000
Yeah.
mark subscribers.
I know that like watching A Dose of Buckley when we were like in middle school...
Does he still make videos?
He does, because I recently switched back to my old account because my YouTube Premium ran out. And I'm not paying for that shit anymore. It was nice, but not anymore.
Yeah. I don't think I can ever go back to his videos. It's just such a horrible worldview. Like, yeah,
they can be funny.
I remember as a kid, it's like you look at it and it's like, ha ha, you know, because everyone gets into that stage where it's like, yeah, fucking shitty.
We live in a society.
Shitty music, shitty movie, bleh. And it's like, man, I want to focus on what's good. You know what I mean? It's like hating on. I mean, don't get me wrong.
I shit on things all the time.
Yeah, and I watch content that shits on, but I prefer to watch content that shits on things through actually like real mean. Like if someone's pointing out why a movie's bad and like pointing out how the film falters in a very real way, it's like, okay, that's more satisfying to me than just like
being negative to be negative.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I've kind of hopped off the wave of like being intentionally negative for like sometimes I'll crack a few jokes or whatever.
Yeah.
And I slip up every now and then, but for like the most part, I'm kind of like an example of this, and I'm not going to call out any of the people by name, but like in our group chat on Instagram today, somebody sent in a picture of like this guy and his girlfriend, obviously like meaning to mock him because like his girlfriend, he thought they were ugly or some shit. But it's like, man, I'm not going to make fun of people for being happy, you know? Fuck that. Like,
yeah, it's not very funny.
It doesn't bring me joy.
Yeah.
You know, like, to put somebody else down. And, like, I've even extended that, like, I don't know, I still kind of crack jokes at their expense, but, like, I don't think, like, very poorly upon, like, furries anymore.
Oh, no.
Because it's, like, as long as you're not, like, doing that shit where you go out in public and, like, go to a dog park and have kids pet you. Cause, like,
yeah, that's just fucking weird.
Well, it's not weird. It's
weird.
It's not just weird, is what I meant. It's a form of, like, being a sexual predator if it comes to kids. Because that is a sexual thing, and if you go up to a kid in your sexual outfit and have him pet you, that's fucking, like, atrocious. Like, you are a trash human being. Like, imagine being, like, a fucking gimp with a ball gag in your mouth.
Well, here's the thing.
And going out in public and being like, hey, kid, can you stroke my cock? Like, that wouldn't go over
Give
well.
Me a red rocket, Johnny.
That guy would get arrested. But it's like, this guy goes in dressed up as a furry to a public park and has a kid, like, pet him. It's like, fuck that. That's being a sexual predator.
No. Here's the thing, even if you don't do it with the intention of that, it's like, oh, I'd like to dress up as a big dog. You know, you're a furry, and it's like, these kids would like to see a big dog. It's like, their parents, like, think about what their parents, like, you're a grown adult, like, I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit of lacking, like, understanding of, like, social cues, you know what I mean? Like, that's a good example of that.
But, like, with furries, and I forgot who it was, I was listening to, you remember Anthony Padilla from Smosh?
Yeah.
He was on Philip DeFranco's...
Is he a furry now?
No. But he was on Philip DeFranco's podcast recently. And he was talking about how, like, he makes, like, these interview videos now.
Really?
Yeah. And he was making a video where he was going to interview, like, this furry. And he didn't end up interviewing, like, the head furry or whatever, but he ended up interviewing some furries. And, like, they were just really... He was originally going to make fun of them, but they were just, like, really happy to, like, not be shit on.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's, like... That made me kind of think about it, and it's, like, there's no reason for me to, like, shit on these people.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
no.
They've got their thing, you know, like we said a few episodes ago, it will never not be fucking weird. But, like, they've got their thing, and it makes them happy, and as long as they're not hurting anybody, you know, like...
Yeah, whatever.
You do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, like, extending to a lot of, like, things.
Well,
now.
there's a difference between being on the internet and, like, laughing at someone through a video, like, if you were to talk to them in real life, it's, like, I feel like, hopefully most people wouldn't it's like you talk to someone face to face and you realize that they're a real person, you know what I mean? And it's like that's where it's like, oh, it's not a joke, you know what I mean? It is, these are real people. So yeah, I definitely agree on that. Like, I think less putting other people down is always a good thing. But it's never gonna stop. Like,
it never
the internet,
will.
like, there's too many fucking trolls who just anonymously, like, that's what the internet, you know, has given a lot of people, you know what I mean? It's like power in a way of just not that it's like, I mean, it is a problem. If it's like directly affecting someone, it's a problem, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And so...
But, like, some people, they act fucking ridiculous, and they wear stupid shit, and it's like, sorry, you're gonna get made fun of if you do that shit.
If you do something, like...
Be aware that those people are out there. It's not a one-way street, you know what I mean? But also, if you're willing to put up with it, it's like, hey, man, you're living your lifestyle. I watched a video the other day of, like, this he-she type of trans person, and, like, they just go throughout their whole day, and, like... A lot of people would call it weird. They seem pretty chill in the video, but it's like they also live a very like unnormal lifestyle, you know what I mean? But it's like, I don't know. I was kind of like, I don't know. See, like through stuff like this, having conversations with people, like you get to meet real people and like learn their real feelings. And like as long as you're a fucking solid person, I don't care. I like solid people.
Yeah.
Like, anytime I talk to a stranger, no matter, like, how small the interaction is, literally, I like holding the door for someone and, like, you just give a little 2-word, like, hey, man, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, man, I always feel so good. It's like, man, even if you're a piece of shit in real life and I don't know it yet, that was a nice little altercation. Nice, like... Interaction we had, yeah.
Yeah, so, like, that's my whole thing, is, like... Especially with trans people, and I mean, I don't want to get on here and start talking about like social issues and being like, oh, I'm so upstanding or whatever, but like, it's one of those things. A lot of people say it. It's like, just they let them live their lives. Like, it's not, if it's not affecting anybody else, like, who gives a fuck? Like,
people on the internet.
Like. If fucking Karen is like...
Well, Karen pisses me off than any trans person, you know? Except trans people that are, like, going around trying to teach kids at libraries. It's like, please don't do that.
But fucking Karens that just go around and it's like... Actually, it does affect me personally because why should I have to rearrange my vocabulary to, like, fit this person's, like, made-up fantasy world? And it's like, just go fuck yourself. Like...
Yeah.
Are you really that like inconsiderate of other human beings' personal experiences?
You'll probably never see them again, like in your life. So it's like I don't know.
And if you act like that, you probably don't interact with any trans people. So who gives a fuck about your opinion, anyways?
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of just like how a lot of people, they have very strong philosophies on the internet. You know, it's like they like a lot of like philosophical ways of thinking aren't really applicable to real life. Like, that's just personally what I've noticed. Like, or I mean, and I know it's because society's the one that's wrong. And I agree, society's fucked up in a lot of ways. But at the same time, it's like there's a lot of things that, like, I don't even know, like, specifically, you know, fucking certain philosophical ways of thinking where it's like, these are the strict rules, that this is the correct way to live. But it's like there's also like a lot of good points in every philosophical argument. So it's like, and not every single one, but it's like
in a lot of them
there's a lot of like good bits and pieces from all of them. So it's like, I don't know, that shit makes me cringe more than any like furry who's living independently, like trying to act like you're some sort of god on Twitter, you know, because there's a lot of people on Twitter that it's like, we've never seen a real picture of you. We don't know what you are actually
you've got
like.
An anime avatar.
Well, maybe not even an anime. There's a lot of
those
them that
are the
like,
people I see the most talking shit online.
I mean, obviously, but there's a lot of people that are on there that are like all about like male, like being a man and stuff. And it's like, please like show a picture of yourself. We don't know who you are. Like, and you talk a lot on Twitter. And I'm not saying you're completely like, I'm not saying you could live by your rules and shit like that. And like, if so, that's good for you. But it just comes off as like kind of try-hardy to me. Like,
it's like the opposite of a simp, but just as annoying.
And I can agree with some of their points, but also some of their points are like, it's like, I feel like there's a lot of gray area in a lot of everything. So
like people who are like legitimate like meninists, not like the Twitter account.
Yeah.
But like people who are legitimately like
men going their own way.
Yeah,
like they're like
men
women
are equal. Like women have like this dominance over men, and it's like shut the fuck up.
No. It's the whole thing about like being goddamn, like MGTOW and stuff like that. It's like women just want fucking rich guys who are like Fortune 5. Yeah, no, it's like Fortune 500. They want the. It's like, bro, you just want a supermodel, and you are not willing to make yourself look better or do better. Like, and I don't know. That shit
it's like, bro, if you would just like shut the fuck up, I promise you would get some pussy. Like,
I mean,
if you would just shut the fuck up about this shit, like,
here's the thing.
Your problem would be solved.
Well, it's
the
not...
second you go on a date and start talking about male inequality, she closes the doors. Like, you are not getting laid. So just like shut the fuck up and actually like instead of like just being a little bitch about everything, just listen.
It's all hypocrisy. Like, it's literally... There's also a really good YouTube channel called Danknet. Danknet is fucking amazing. If you haven't... Like, literally, he's another one of those people that...
I think I've heard about it.
You can watch...
I might have even watched a few of his videos.
You can literally go down the list of every single one of his videos, and every single one of them will be fire. Like, I guarantee it. Like, and...
What does he do?
He just talks about, like, internet lore, you know what I mean? Kind of different figures and different communities that exist on the internet. And it's like, he just takes you down the rabbit hole of, like, a lot of different people. And it's like there's a whole fitness, like, universe, like, that he's, like... described, and there's so many different...
because you can build your own little rabbit holes, and you can build your own community. It's like how you've got
forums and shit like that.
Well, it doesn't even have to be through forums. It's like through Twitter, even like
through anything.
You've got like NBA Twitter and like Stan Twitter and K-pop Twitter and all this shit.
That shit's fucking AIDS to me. That's not a rabbit hole I want to go down, like, to be honest.
I shit on K-pop stans a lot. If you just like K-pop, that's fine.
Yeah, obviously.
But like, if you're one of those people that like every time somebody says something like even moderately negative about K-pop, you're like, so and so is over party. Or if you're one of the people that is like the reason that so many fucking K-pop artists like kill themselves because you can't respect or comprehend that this person actually has a life outside of your fandom for them.
Yeah, they already live
You can also still go fuck yourself.
They already live, like, pretty shitty lives. Like,
yeah.
K-pop artists have it very rough.
Or if you're, like, one of the people that try to justify, like, the fact that there are so many, like, sexual predators in K-pop. Like, have you seen that shit?
No.
Tons of K-pop artists have been... Not tons,
they're like pimps or something?
Pimps and, like... filming having sex with women without their permission and putting it up online and shit. And it's like, if you defend that stuff and those people, also go fuck yourself. Like,
yeah, definitely.
The K-pop stans are just like the single most toxic. Like, there are people that like K-pop. I respect you. I don't like K-pop, but like, good for you. Like, you find joy in that music.
Yeah.
If you participate or defend the shitty things that can go on around it sometimes, go fuck yourself.
I mean, just don't be blind to it either, you know? I mean, but here's the thing. Like, you can still be a fan and like the music and all that.
Yeah. There's literally nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. It's just, personally, it's just kind of not my, anytime I've ever seen a K-pop tweet, you know, like, where they're just going off about Jingho or whatever, it's like, it makes me cringe, personally. So I just prefer not to see it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a whole thing that I'm like, I don't really, I mean, to be honest, I don't care, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel that, like, it's it's not what I like, it's what other people like. Good for them. I'm happy that they have something that they like to bring joy into their lives. But kind of to loop it back to a point that we were talking about and then went off on a long tangent.
Yeah.
It's pretty rare for a YouTuber to have like 500,000 subscribers and not be associated with some form of like promotion company or anything.
I mean, don't you have to get monetized?
No, you don't. Not
really.
It used to be like,
I thought you had to have like a some sort of.
There's a subscriber threshold now for you to start making money, but no, it's like you have like maker studios and places like that.
I forget what you call those.
I do too. Just fucking media conglomerates. Maker's owned by Disney. But yeah, they're fucking. A lot of the times they can kind of be like tyrants.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have been like, especially with Defy. Have you ever heard about the shit that went down when Defy Media shut down?
No.
They like stole millions of dollars from like their clients, which were all these big YouTubers, and never gave it back, and just like kept all the money. And when they shut down, all those people never got the money for the videos that they worked on. Mm-hmm. And so it's just like, and so many people like. Maker Studios is like the biggest one. It's like so many people, like the biggest clients that like helped put it on the map, like PewDiePie and Epic Rap Battles of History, all left because they were like, these guys are fucking assholes. Like, is
that still making videos? Like, because there's so many YouTube channels that like
who?
Epic Rap Battles of History.
Yeah, no, they had.
That's like a whole nother level. Like that's something that's like, man.
I liked them when I was little.
Exactly.
I listened to the new battles just to see like what they're up to.
I don't think
they're not
can.
my cup of tea.
I don't think I could.
Yeah, they're not really my cup of tea anymore. Like I think the last time I listened to them and was like, oh, that was pretty good. Was like high school, like early, like 9th grade.
Yeah.
But I mean, they seem to be doing good. They did a one that was like Joker versus Pennywise. That was like.
I think I remember. Yeah, I remember like, something about that, but
just like 2 months ago or so.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I was like, okay, I fuck with this a little bit, I guess. Like, there's some cool Joker references to, like, the Killing Joke and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so it was like, I like this, but at the same time, I was like, I'm never going to listen to it again.
Yeah. I really like the homemade, like, kid versions where
my God.
Those are fucking amazing. It's like Hitman versus Assassin's Creed. Like, it's like, I'll stab you real quick and then I'll shoot you with a stick.
Yeah.
Or something like
like Minecraft Battles of History. Enderman versus Steve. Begin. And then it's like,
yeah. Go
I
the
built
fuck
mines. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, that's a whole different rabbit hole.
Oh yeah, Minecraft videos.
Oh man, I like So here's the thing. I've proclaimed that Playboi Carti is the ultimate meme artist, like ultimate meme music artist, because his music just goes so well to modern memes.
Yeah.
And like literally, they even take some of his like obscure songs that like you don't necessarily hear, and that like I did a little test. I was like going down the list of like Minecraft parody, like all of his song titles, and like people be making Minecraft parodies of every fucking song.
Oh yeah, Minecraft parodies are like
it's a whole industry.
It really is. Like seriously, there's a lot of money to be made on just making fucking Minecraft parodies. Like,
I don't know if you can hear this, but I'm rubbing my hands together maniacally.
Yeah, we hook up with Captain Sparkles. Yeah, that's the guy's actual name.
Wait, you've like talked to him or
no,
what?
No. He's like a pretty like. I think he's like the Minecraft YouTuber or something like that.
YouTuber or parody song maker?
Both. So like he's like an expert at it or whatever, but he's also the guy that has made like all the most famous like Minecraft parodies.
Gay rap trap is also pretty fantastic. But it's also, I can only listen to like one. It's like too much after like one song. It's like, oh my fucking
Dicko
god.
Mode.
I mean, Dicko Mode, Como, The Rape. Como is one of my favorite.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The Rape. The Rape was probably like the first one I heard.
What's The Rape?
By Gay K.
Oh.
That one's like...
Oh my god.
Yeah. Dicko Mode's probably the best just because it's like Drake's whole part where it's like the song's kind of building and then right where he says Astro.
Asshole.
He's like, asshole. First time I heard that was pretty fucking killer.
Yeah.
But it's, yeah, like I said, it's also too much. And Como's the best. I don't, like, in my personal
just
opinion.
the name Como just wins it.
Gay gang.
But fucking Como, that's fucking spectacular.
And for some reason, I understand why people do it, though, because it is remarkably easy to make a gay version of a song.
Oh, yeah, you just, like,
because
there's, like, 10 words. You take, like, gay, dicks, asshole,
sucking, fucking.
Yeah. There's, like, 10 words, and you just replace random words throughout the song with, like, when it's, like, I'm a bad motherfucker. It's like, I'm a gay motherfucker. Like, it's that easy.
Yeah. So I feel like Minecraft is even harder. So like I give more respect to the Minecraft artists out there because
like, Creeper.
Oh, because they fucking because Minecraft is huge. There's so many different ores and shit you can build. It's like you have to have knowledge of that shit. Like
Minecraft,
gay rap, you already know the whole deal, so you can just make some shit up.
Be gay.
Yeah, be gay, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, it's remarkably easy. It's like country.
Yeah,
It's like you have the same 10 things that you just repeat.
I really like it
I'm
saddens
telling you,
me.
I want to make a country album.
We can. That's something I'd like to do at some point in my life.
Because I remember, like, I texted you and I was like, let's make a country album and, like, make the recording process and all of that, like, part of one of our first videos for the Content Heroes.
I'm thinking we do, like, a little bit of a, the whole album, it's about, like, regular country type of songs. Mm-hmm. It's not a parody. We're, like, actually trying to write country songs. Yeah. And the last one, we go gay as fuck, and it's like because gay cowboy, like gay country music is like, I feel like that's like 10 times worse. It's like more of a trial for the listener to get through than a Como, you know what I mean?
And then we listen to it for 3 hours and review it.
The whole album?
Yes.
Or just that one song?
Just the whole album.
All right, 3-hour session of the whole album, 3-hour session of just the last song,
yes.
and then we just kind of like, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I mean, and then we just, I feel like we'll be so delirious and just like
it'll be like Big Mama's House, but worse.
Worse, way worse. Also, I mean, we're going to do the Chris Brown Heartbreak on a Full Moon Deluxe Edition.
We keep pushing it off because.
You keep pushing it off.
I don't want to do it.
We have to, though. Like, I really think that's going to be worth it.
I feel like we should put that, like...
Colin.
I think... Okay,
Colin, listen.
I'm in agreement, but I feel like it should be a Content Heroes video, not like a podcast.
But no, listen. Do you remember when Chris Brown said, "Baby, don't worry, you were my only... You won't be lonely. Now listen to my album now.
I thought it was Even If the Sky is Falling Down.
Even if the sky is falling down, we're going to listen to this fucking album.
Okay.
That's my point.
Okay. We'll listen to it.
Baby, don't worry.
How do you know the words to that song?
Because that's like one of his most popular... You remember the people dancing down the floor at the wedding? That shit was huge. Like, everyone saw that video.
I know Even If the Sky is Falling Down.
I'm not... Don't get me into the song right now. You're about to set me off, bro. There's one part where he's like... Or not, and then he's like... Tonight we gonna get away. Yeah, those are the lyrics too. Yeah.
No, that one night after, I think it was the same night we recorded the Detective Pikachu podcast. When me, you, Jacob, and Kara, after we went to Cane's, were just in the car fucking jamming to, was it Neo? It was like, think about us, think about me.
Damn, bro, that song's effective as hell. Like,
yeah.
It's very, yeah.
Think about us and what we gonna be.
Look into my eyes, yeah, it was only just a dream.
Yeah.
Damn, bro,
if you ever love somebody, put your hands up.
Bro, I feel like I would do that song. What song, what is that called?
Fucking Just a Dream, probably.
That's my number one karaoke choice. I feel like I would kill that on karaoke.
I don't know. I'd want to do...
with about 5 shots in me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd want to do... oh, God. What's that Nickelback song? It's like... Is it This Is How You Remind Me?
Which one?
This Is How You Remind Me, the title of that song? It's like, this is how you remind me of what I really am.
Yeah, I think it's called Of What I Really Am.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's not.
Clue.
It's not.
I do that.
You had it. I mean, Photograph's really good. They got a whole lot of shit.
Yeah, I've been told I can do a pretty decent Nickelback, but... I can't do it for a full song. I don't know how Chad Kroeger does that shit. Like,
I mean, he's a fucking maverick.
It's like,
how did Michael Jackson do what he did?
Okay,
you're called fucking talent.
It's I'm not like saying whenever I try to do a full song in my Nickelback voice.
Oh, it hurts your throat.
Yeah, no, like I can't do it. Like I'll lose my voice before I can finish the song. Like. That wasn't even, like, my actual Nickelback voice just now because I don't want to fucking, like, be like, after I'm done.
I'm pretty sure my parents saw Nickelback live. I know they saw Puddle of Mud, which is, like, the same type of, genre. Same type of vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know that when my family went to Greece with some of our friends, we were sailing in the Mediterranean. And one of the guys
bougie of you.
Yeah.
That's so cool, Collin.
Sailing the seas of my ancestors.
Of the Adriatic Sea.
Yeah.
Trying to find some manatees.
Hell yeah.
Thick-ass fish hose. Yeah, unicorn. Or not unicorns, fucking mermaids.
I fucking love that. Is that like a Twitter post or...
What, the manatee thing?
Where it was like... The origin of mermaids was pirates saw manatees.
That's something that I had heard.
I can't believe that like pirates looked at manatees and they were so drunk that they thought there were some thick ass fish hose. Or something. Like that was a tweet or something that I saw.
Are manatees like sea mammals?
Yeah.
Are they fish or?
They're like
they gotta be sea mammals.
They're like cow seals.
Cow seals?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's probably scientifically accurate.
Yeah, I mean, like, imagine if a cow... Or no. Imagine if a cow and a dolphin fucked.
That'd be a weird animal.
Yeah. But
I wish it worked like that. I wish we could just
make abominations before the Lord.
Pretty much.
I bet we can.
I mean...
I bet you probably. We can, and we just don't. We can make weird shit. Like, we just made, like, human pig chimeras, so that way we could grow, human organs inside of pigs. Like, that's an actual thing. So that way, like, somebody doesn't have to die for you to receive an organ donation. You just fucking slaughter a pig and take out its human heart.
Fuck them pigs. So we just nutted in a pig and that was it?
I'm not quite sure how it works.
They probably take an egg out and then nut on the egg.
I kind of feel like it's a moral abomination.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird.
That pig is literally part human. Not just from a DNA standpoint, but from an actual
kill me. That's like the classic kill me
from
type
South
situation.
Who do you think... Whose DNA do you think they use? It's got to
be a bodybuilder, one of the strongest type of people.
Technically, somebody out here is the genetic father to a pig.
I agree.
Or at least a genetic ancestor in some weird fucking
I feel like
scientifically
gorillas,
weird way to
gorillas,
pig.
we could do some shit with. You know what I mean?
Bro, just like fucking inject me with gorilla hormones.
Gorilla coochie is probably fucking ridiculous. It's like a vortex.
Bro, I don't think so because like apparently gorillas have tiny dicks.
That's not true.
No, it's
That
gorilla
can't be
dicks
true.
are like 4 centimeters long.
Well, as long as they're getting the fucking job done, it don't matter.
They are because
And here's
they're
the thing.
reproducing.
Hey, no, listen.
I'm just saying that is
no.
probably evidence that gorilla coochie isn't that great.
No, here's the... Well,
I'm
not
uncomfortable
necessarily.
talking
No.
about
I'm super comfortable talking about it. No, whatchamacallit. Why do you think they're so jacked? They work out all day just to be like, yeah, look at my muscles. Don't focus on my 4 centimeter dick.
So I watched a video.
Let me go eat some berries.
I watched a video on, I think it was the Infographics Show's channel, and it was about like how much a gorilla could bench press.
I watched that last night.
Yeah, if like you were to train them, and it was something like 5,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Like just fucking stupid. Because it's like the strongest man in the world, or the strongest bench press in the world without like any assistance from like equipment, is some absolutely massive dude bench press like 745 pounds.
Bitch weight. Man, that ain't nothing. I thought, no, people have done like 1,000.
No.
Oh, without
that's
help?
That's with like a bench shirt on.
Mm-hmm. That's with a gorilla helping them.
Yeah, exactly.
Spotting
the bench
them.
shirt actually just injects them with gorilla hormones
Hell yeah.
temporarily.
We could do some monkey type shit, you know what I mean?
I bet we could, and I honestly bet that some like fucking China's up to weird shit. Like,
Oh yeah.
I guarantee you, China
28
already
days
has
later,
clones.
they be experimenting on monkeys.
Yeah, like I guarantee you, China already has clones, because like everyone's already suspicious that like China's been cloning people, and China's like, no, we ain't cloning people, but it's like, I think China's cloning people.
I think we should get President Mao Zedong on the podcast.
Mao Zedong has been famously dead for like 50 years.
Wasn't he I thought he was the president.
No, the president now is like...
Jinping Jing.
Yeah, fucking Winnie the Pooh looking ass.
Yeah, Win Dong Wu.
Win Dong Wu.
That shit's cool. I like their naming system.
And
You know what I mean?
what is that?
Like, every Chinese person I've ever seen is just like, Wu Dong Ping. Like, that's fucking lit.
Yeah, it's pretty to the point.
Yeah.
Um,
Like, American names are all too customizable, you know
and
what I
like
mean?
Eastern names, the first name is the family name.
Oh.
So like Yao Ming, his
He's
name
a
is
part
actually
of the Yao
like
family.
yeah, his name is actually like Ming Yao or something. Because like
What?
that's why the back of his jersey says Yao, not Ming.
Whoa. You just
But
blew my mind.
yeah, it's why like it's just we switched his name to the American format for like talking about him because it's I guess it's more individualistic. I think that's a word. But yeah, his actual name is Ming Yao because that's fucking. Also, Yao Ming sounds better. Ming Yao sounds like fucking some cartoon kitty.
Ming Yao.
It's like
from the Jackie Chan adventures.
yeah. Dude, did you see that trailer with Jackie Chan and Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No, but I'm intrigued.
It's called like the Iron Mask or the Steel Mask or something. Like it sounds like the Leo movie, but it's obviously not. Or maybe I'm thinking.
Wasn't he pretty in that movie? Like he had the mask on, but he was like, they were
Yeah,
like, bro, you're
Leo
fucking
was
Leonardo
actually-
DiCaprio. Why the
yeah.
fuck were you wearing this, you dummy?
Well, it's because he had like a twin brother that was like,
Oh.
"Hey, fuck you! I'ma seize the throne, and no one can see that I have a twin. So go fuck yourself. Put this on."
I want to write a movie where I incorporate lyrics from a song into a dialogue scene and just do it directly and have a lot of people are just gonna be like, Did you use the lyrics from that song? And be like,
No, I didn't.
nope. But like in that example, in that movie, the Leo that took over the castle would be like, don't let me get in my zone. You won't let me get in my zone, or something. I can't think of what he's saying.
Zone.
Yeah. He's like, you're not watching The Throne, Leo. Don't let me get into my zone.
Yeah, you'd get called out just like all the Kanye fans.
Well, no, here's the thing. All right, I wouldn't deny it. But I'd be like, yo, wasn't that cool? Like, you were watching the movie and you were like, hey,
Kanye,
watch
what
the
are you
Throne.
doing here?
And then you went and listened to That's My Bitch on the way home and you had a good time.
Yeah.
That's a great song. I love that song.
That's My Bitch.
Mm-hmm. Boom, bam,
I don't know. Fucking Kanye is always on. I don't know. We've talked about Kanye a lot, but
nah. Who is that? I'm not very familiar with him.
Kanye East.
Oh, that guy. I know him. Okay.
Never heard of him.
There needs to be. I want to see a Chinese. Someone needs to Photoshop a Chinese Kanye because I've already seen white Kanye and I love it.
You've seen white Obama?
Obama? Yeah, I've seen that.
The Obamids.
What?
Just the Obama prisms. But somebody was like, oh fuck, what if we kissed on top of the Obamids?
Oh, man.
Yeah, Obama's a great meme.
But Chinese, I think we might need to Photoshop that. If it's not our... I'm going to look it up real quick. Chinese Kanye.
Yeah. Bet somebody's done it.
We going to find out.
Yeah.
And I really hope so. So, yeah, like... What's been going on with you, bro?
Yeah, so I was just going to get into kind of along with regular conversation, we regularly talk about a lot of like weird superhero news shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I want to talk about, well, two things. One,
oh, I already know what you're going to say.
The Batman costume reveal.
I can't believe that. Literally, I came up in here and I was like, bro, there's some stuff I want to talk about. That was not even one of the things.
Really? I thought for sure that was one of the things. Yeah, like we're almost an hour in, and I like can't believe that it took us this long to talk about it. But like,
I love it. I love the suit.
Yeah, I do too. It's not what I was expecting.
Yeah, me neither.
And it's not what was rumored, but I really fucking like it.
Yeah, Chase put it in a very good way. He said he looks like a crazy person, like especially in the mask, like his eyes, like that would be very effective.
Yeah.
But there's a lot we haven't seen at the same time. You know what I mean? It's like I like what I've seen so far, but it's like we don't know what the ears look like.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking that the ears are going to be something different because it's like they didn't show them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I think they may be close to the like Dick Grayson Batman version from the one where it's like him and I know. It's just because I have every Batsuit like memorized in my mind.
I've seen Dick Grayson Batman before, but it's like I can't on the spot recall what his like Batsuit looks like.
I'll pull it up real quick. It like comes directly off of his ear, kind of like up like this. And I mean, is like like regular Batman. It's kind of like it starts at like the top of his head.
Yeah.
The Dick Grayson one kind of like. That's not even the best example, but it usually like it comes like off of his ear.
I see what you mean.
Like,
yeah.
So.
I don't know if it's going to be that because I feel like you got a good look at where his ears would be in the trailer.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, there's a few things that left up for like determination, like because of like the red lighting background,
and the video is kind of low quality.
Yeah,
like every
once he came up like close, it went to high res.
All the screenshots are really low quality. Yeah. But like the video, I'm about to watch the video real quick.
Yeah, no, and because of like the red background, for one, everyone was like, he looks like Daredevil, which I mean, he kind of did.
And I mean, it's the music, the red background. Yeah. It kind of
it did give me. Before I even saw that everyone else was comparing it to Daredevil, it did give me kind of like Charlie Cox Daredevil vibes.
Yeah.
But that is not a bad thing.
Yeah. I like the leather on the suit.
Mm-hmm.
Turn this down. So we don't get copyrighted. But, yeah, the fucking... Apparently this is made, like,
it's made from Joe Chill's gun.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Or at least that's, like, the leading theory that's going around.
So it's a lot like... it's like Batman Arkham Origins... whatchamacallit? There's the Noel suit... I feel like kind of year one-ish with the mask.
Yeah.
Gotham by Gaslight, like how it's like sewn over his nose, like you see like the lines where the leather is stitched. Like, I don't know, man. Hopefully this movie is fucking good. Like that. I mean, that gives me. It's just a costume, so it's hard to tell. But like, I mean, that's the most accurate. It also kind of reminds me of the New 52 suit a little bit.
Yeah, and you don't,
like,
once again...
It kind of just comes, like, off of his ear. Like, that's probably the ear right there, and it's just, like, a thin piece that kind of goes up.
If it's that thin, I don't know if I would fuck with that.
I mean, I don't know.
But, no, the other thing is, and the thing that I was hearing the most rumors about is, like, the color. You really can't quite tell because of the lighting.
Yeah.
If it's going to be
definitely
like,
intentional.
Blue at all or black. And I'm starting to think that it's going to be like this probably puts a little bit of truth to the rumors that black. It's going to be. Yeah, but I bet because of the lighting, I feel like it puts a little bit of truth to the rumors that there's going to be some like navy blue.
I hope so. I've been wanting to see a blue Batman.
Yeah. And, like, if I were to make a Batman movie, that's the Batsuit he would have, would be...
Yeah, I think we can easily infer that he's not going to have the underwear on the outside.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's never been a look that could translate to movies, really.
I think it could. Really? That. I would do it in my version. That's just me. Like, but they wouldn't be. It wouldn't be like a Speedo. It would be more like kind of UFC type shorts.
I don't know.
That's just me. That's how I would.
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like in my image of like a Batman movie. I just don't think I could. I'd see a way to pull that off without it looking kind of goofy.
Nah, I think you could do it. You can do a lot of stuff if you just don't break faith. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because the audience, you can bring the audience along with you, and if you don't kind of like play it off as a joke and you just own it, like the audience will like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not some people might not like it, but like if you just own it, it's like this Batman wears underwear on the outside, like. But like I said, I feel like if it's more Trunks looking, it's not a Speedo. I feel like that would go a long way.
Yeah,
and I don't know, like that's how I would
looking,
do it.
Yeah, I can see it looking better, just not like it's just not how I would envision my like Batsuit.
Yeah, I feel that. I like how it's already got like some battle damage on there.
This ain't his first rodeo.
Yeah, they've been saying it's going to be like it's like the first 3 years of his career around there. I'm really, really hoping this movie's fucking good. Like this is, I don't have a single other movie that I like am following or like, I mean, maybe like the Tenet, Chris Nolan, just because he's like one of the last like directors that really, it's an event, you know what I mean? Whenever he drops his shit, so
it's like him, Quentin Tarantino, Wes Anderson.
Yeah, my brother showed me...
Have you seen the trailer for The French Dispatch?
Yeah. Here's the thing, okay.
I never know what to make of a Wes Anderson film from the trailers.
No, here's the thing. Me and Chase were talking about it, and, like, it's very hard to make films the way he does, and the trailer is very beautiful, but it's like, it's like... Everything in that trailer is just exactly what you think a Wes Anderson movie would be. You know, and he tripled down on just Wes Andersonisms. And it's like, that's not necessarily, it's just kind of like, man, it's a Wes Anderson movie. Like, all the characters have goofy, you know, kind of quirky names, and the dialogue, like, that one part where he's talking to him and he's like, no, yes, or in the trailer, I can't remember exactly what he said. But, like, man, that just kind of, it's like, once you've seen a lot of his movies, it's hard to get excited, you know what I mean? Like, I watched it, and it's like I said, it's very beautiful, like, there's a lot of cool images and stuff like that, which I appreciate, and I'll probably end up seeing it, but it's like, man, once you've seen them, I feel like He's got his style, and he's sticking to it.
Yeah, but I would argue, to an extent, Tarantino does the same thing.
Yeah, but I feel like I rewatched
Tarantino has
most
more
of...
diversity in his, like...
Well, like, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is completely different from every... Like, his most recent film was, like, a pretty big departure. Even though, obviously, it still had the Tarantino-isms. Yeah. It's, like, it was still very, very different, in my opinion.
Yeah,
like,
that's why it's, like, to an extent, he does the same thing. But it's, like... I feel like Wes Anderson, he's one of the few directors out there that, like... You still, like... The movie is more attached to the director than it is, like, the title and the cast and everything.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
There aren't too many directors that are like that anymore. Tarantino, Nolan, Anderson.
I mean, like, think about how we're talking about it right now. Just a Wes Anderson movie. Like, that's how you know it's already, like, a pre-established style. You know what you're getting. Which isn't a bad thing. I'm not saying it's going to be a bad movie. Like I said, it's like the things that he does is like no one else can really do. And if you did, it'd be like, oh, you're ripping off Wes Anderson. So you know,
there's I guess Edgar Wright is a little bit he's not in with those three, but he's kind of in that category a little bit.
Not sort of, again, but it's not
to
as
the same extent.
Yeah, just not as strict. Like, I feel like Wes Anderson is very like strict, and it's
he's like, out of every director. If we're talking most strict in their style, it definitely is. I don't even think Tarantino's on that level. Mm-hmm. But like, if we're talking about a project where the director's name, like the director, is like the biggest part, and it's like. Kind of an event like, oh, this is a
blank movie.
Movie. Edgar Wright is kind of there.
He's up there. It's all the quick shots and like people moving shit and stuff, which I mean,
and just like his style of comedy in there.
Yeah, very quick-witted. Yeah, I agree. But I feel like, I think we can both agree that Wes Anderson, in my opinion, probably has like the strictest and like the most stylized.
Without a doubt, I agree. But
like
that's
Terrence
becoming
Malick
like
too.
A rare thing because even like Spielberg isn't like that anymore.
No one gives a fuck about it. He ain't making very special movies. Like
because Spielberg, I feel like in like the 70s, 80s, 90s, But it's like, Spielberg, I guess...
Saving Private Ryan, like, he was making shit, but, like, up to, like... Here's the thing, I'm not even
You don't get excited about a movie because it's a Spielberg movie.
No.
Like, don't get me wrong. I love Ready Player One, but it's like...
It's not even a...
It's not a Spielberg movie. Like, there wasn't any part where I was like, oh, shit, I'm hyped for this because of Spielberg. It's like...
You like the story.
Yeah, it's like... Okay, cool. Like,
it's kind of like War Horse. Like, I never saw that, but Chase, like, pretty much ran me through the whole movie, and it's like, it... Oh, man. Fucking...
I've never had much interest in...
I've heard it ends, like, 9 times. There's, like, 9 different people. There's, like, 9 different people that, like, inherit the horse. Like, they're, like... Then they die, and the horse runs off, and a new person, like, gets them, or whatever. I don't fucking know. But... Yeah, I think that's your brother. Oh, yeah, by the way, so, like, the people... You have, like, some construction people working on a house next to yours. Yeah. I swear to God, last time I was here, that house was, like, a skeleton. You know, it just had the boards up. Now it's fully built.
Yeah, no...
That shit is fucking
If we're going
wild.
into the house building process, like, one of the fastest things is, like, once they get, like, that wood frame and, like, that kind of, it looks like cardboard, like... palleting all around it or whatever you want to call it. Once they get that up...
They put all the cotton candy in the walls.
Yeah, once they get that up, it's like literally like 2-3 days to like the house looks done on the outside.
Yeah, it's wild, man. So, that shit blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like that Starbucks.
It looked like it was like in its beginning stages for so long and then all of a sudden it was open.
Yeah, same thing with the Waffle House right next to it as well.
Yeah. I remember they destroyed that shit.
The fucking old Waffle and the old Taco Bell, but that shit's been gone for a long ass time.
Yeah. They,
all in like this one area in League City. That's funny.
Well, because League City is like one of the fastest growing cities in the country. Mm-hmm. Like, we were at like 50. When I was born, it was like 50,000 people, and it's going to be at like 250,000 by like the mid-20s.
Damn.
Just fucking insane, and it's also fucking insane to say the mid-20s.
Yeah.
That's still something, like, we are now, because we had the teens and the aughts, but no one wanted to call them the teens and the aughts. It's just like, whatever, but now it's just like, there's a cat, like, the 20s, like...
We're starting over.
It's fucking weird, bro.
Yeah, we need to bring back, I feel like society currently can go any way, and really a lot of society is just remaking old shit. It's like 80s, like bringing back 80s shit, bringing back 90s shit.
The roaring 20s.
We're bringing back the roaring fucking 20s.
Hell yeah. Who wants to get polio?
Yes. No, we all start wearing suits again.
Okay.
And the women wear things. We go flapping every night at the club.
Yeah.
And we all just speed. Everyone speeds. No more stop signs. No more red lights. Everyone's just fucking riding around. The stock market needs to fail.
No. That's in 9 years. We still got a little bit till that happens.
Wait, when did that happen in real
1929, I think.
29?
Yeah, when the Great Depression started.
Okay. Well, then
it didn't end until World War II.
All right, but hey, well, guess what? That's
we
nine.
Got 9
that's
years
9
before
whole
we're
years.
living in shanty towns, bro.
That's 9 whole years of us having the time of our lives, flapping every night. Or well, we're not flapping. The flappers are flapping.
The flappers are
flapping. We're just over there chomping on cigars, like
we
chilling.
need to like really make it the Roaring 20s, and just like the government needs to put out like speakers and just have like a dull roar. Going on everywhere at all times. And so when we're talking about the Roaring 20s, we're like, yeah, didn't shut the fuck up the whole time.
Trying to sleep.
Like a Watch Mojo list of like top 10 evil roars or whatever comes on over the speakers. It's like Godzilla and it's like roar!
I'd like at my wedding or something, I'd like the woman and the dude from Watch Mojo to be like top 10 moments of your relationship. Just be like that one night where you got in an argument over some bullshit. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Like, number 10. This guy fucking blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, no, but their voices have been. Because
the woman's more so.
Hers, but the dude, the super dark dude, because you see him on like a couple videos and he's like super tan.
I've never seen what he looks like. I've
really?
seen the chick
He
before.
looks kind of like Chase. A little bit. But
yeah, I've seen the chick a few times because I saw this one thing.
She's kind of bad, bro.
I think I saw somebody post it on Instagram, but it's of Watch Mojo did like an interview with the cast of Far From Home. And when Tom Holland and all of them found out that she was the Watch Mojo that lady, they were like, do the voice. And
did she do it?
Yeah, she's like, top 10 anime betrayals or whatever. And they were like, oh shit! Like,
man, bro, how much money does she have? Like, they must have
so much money.
Man, and they got Canadian bucks too.
Oh, are they from Canada?
Yeah.
Damn.
Of course they're from Canada.
So many people are from Canada. Fuck Canada.
No,
okay,
it's
I
not
like
fuck
Canada.
It's not the people, but like fuck Canada. The ideals of fuck the metaphysical triangulation of Canada, but the people are alright.
I'm not sure I follow, but I agree.
Tim Hortons.
Yes. Burn every Tim Hortons to the ground.
Yes, and all those damn leaves.
Yeah, too many leaves in Canada.
Wait, you know what? Australia, they've been getting too much attention for the fires. We need to go start some fires in Canada. They need some attention.
Australia is just like South Canada.
Australia is southern, like England mixed with
Texas
mixed with like
hell.
I was literally about to say hell. Yeah.
England, Texas, and hell had a three-way, and they didn't know whether Texas or hell was the father, so all three of them raised them together.
Yeah, it's like those 3 men and a baby.
Yeah. Well, no, England is the woman.
Yeah, England.
And either Texas or hell is the father.
Oh, we go Ricey's baby, good. We go Ricey, go, I say.
So
we'll make it a prison colony.
They all came in and did the parenting. Yeah. No, seeing fucking videos from Australia, it's like, whatever's going on over there is between Australia and God.
Russia is also involved. Because why do you think Australians are so wild? Russians are the type of people to go out there and tame fucking bears and
Russia
shit.
was the drunk uncle that kind of had like a weird influence on his life.
And beat him just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Not too much.
And got him into alcohol. He was like, hey, you're only 11 years old. You can drink. Have a couple drinks with me. And then he's like, hey, I mean, you're staying with me. Like, your parents are out on a date tonight. Why don't you get drunk with me tonight?
Yeah.
Like, I know you're 11, but like...
Do your thing.
Alcohol's good.
Try some heroin.
Yeah.
Try some crocodile.
Fucking dill.
Look at this tracksuit, bro.
Hell yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
But I mean, fuck tracksuits. Tracksuits are over. They didn't exist in the 20s. Or they may have.
Okay, so we're not bringing back tracksuits?
For Olympic athletes, you can only wear a tracksuit if you're an Olympic athlete and you're like about to go up and race.
An Olympic athlete or a sleazy music executive?
Did they? No, in the 20s?
No. Just like in general.
But nobody was sleazy in the 20s. Everyone was like, hey, we're
Are
all
you shitting me? That was
listen.
That was still like...
It was the innocent
the Rockefellers
times.
And all those guys were still like in power.
No, listen. It was the innocent times. America was innocent. Everyone was
Are you sure about that?
Everyone
I'm pretty
was
sure there was
dancing.
vehement racism.
Everyone was flapping and dancing and saying, hey, buddy, having a good old time here.
Black people still can't vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean... But no, it wasn't like that.
Yes, it was.
No, everyone was just having a good old time. Listen,
women don't have rights.
Were you there?
I wasn't there.
Yeah, well then, okay.
Are you a civil rights movement denier, Trey?
Listen, I'm a 20s culture truther, okay? The cars were cool. Everyone wore a suit. Everyone was dancing. And things were going good. That's what I know, okay?
And then, like, the next 10 years after that was the worst period in American history.
The 30s didn't even happen. Like, dead ass. It just skipped to the...
So you're a 1930s denier.
Yes. It skipped to the 40s.
So you don't believe in the Japanese invasion of Manchuria?
Man...
Fucking uncultured.
Man... Cheerios aren't even that good. What are you talking about?
Oh god.
I love playing this role. Like that's like my favorite fucking thing to do.
Okay,
just like how people in the 20s played their role as really nice individuals that contributed to society.
All of them.
Like think about all the auto mechanics. Like everyone was driving their shitty Ford cars. Mm-hmm. You know, bumping down the road, just like dump. Like, hell yeah.
Henry Ford, the literal Nazi.
He was a Nazi?
Yeah. He was the only American mentioned in Mein Kampf.
Really?
Yeah.
He's like, Hitler's like, yo, shout out to my boy.
Shout out Henry.
Yeah. Oh, God. And then Volkswagen, whatchamacallit, Hitler started that shit. He was the CEO of Volkswagen.
Just so much shit.
Why do you think they cheated on that one test that got them in trouble?
What?
Volkswagen, they like did that emissions test and they were like cheating.
Yeah.
Hitler
diesel isn't a dirty word anymore, and they were like, actually, your diesel cars are emitting like a fuck ton of shit into the environment. They're like,
Hitler in his grave. In his grave was like, Mwah.
He's like, oh yeah, bro, that's my boys.
VW.
So many people back then were pieces of shit. Like,
no, can you imagine if they had social media back then? It's like the Volkswagen logo X the swastika. Like, we finna drop a hot collab right now. Or the 20s, it's like they're like, yo, Ford X bootleggers. Like, if you're a bootlegger, you can drive a Ford and get away from the cops hella fast.
Oh my god. Yeah, fuck that shit.
Getting some subwoofers in your Model T.
There's somebody in the area that owns
Fats
a Model
Domino.
T. There's someone in the area that owns a Model T, and I haven't seen him in like 2-3 years now, but like, it's just like this really old dude, and he'll just like roll down 518 in his fucking Model T, and I'm like, holy shit, I wish I was that cool.
No, you know what? You know what's really annoying about that is it probably wakes you up at night because of all the noise. It's like a old man Jenkins car in SpongeBob. It's like...
He's starting the car, and it sounds like there's a fucking explosion, and everyone's just like, God damn it, and he's just like, I've had this car since the 20's.
Yeah, but everyone respects him. They're like, hey, he's from a simpler time, okay?
Yeah.
He's from a pure time. We're gonna let him pass.
Yeah.
May he live on forever.
Yeah, because
Old man Jenkins.
Rip. That's my dog.
I said, may he live on forever.
In our hearts.
I don't think you understand my meaning.
No. So one more thing before we wrap up that I kind of want to talk about. It's short, sweet, but it's cool as fuck.
Let's do it.
So, have you heard the rumors about Sam Raimi directing the Doctor Strange 2?
You sent me that one thing.
Yeah.
That could, I mean...
Well...
That could be very interesting.
They're talking about... Apparently, since it's about the multiverse, he's trying to get Tobey Spider-Man in that movie.
I support it.
And
I support Tobey coming back in any way.
Yeah.
I want to see autistic Spider-Man again.
It also looks like...
Asperger's Spider-Man.
It also seems like Morbius is going to be set in the Tobey universe.
Really?
Not the MCU, yeah. Because, like, one, they had the picture on, like, graffiti on the wall of, like, the Tobey Spider-Man.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, it was Tobey's Spider-Man suit and everything. Like, a picture from, like, Spider-Man 2's promotion was turned into, like, graffiti on a wall in the back of a scene in the Morbius trailer. But also, in one of the new, like, ad spots or whatever, they have, like, an advertisement for the Daily Bugle. And it's not... The Daily Bugle's logo isn't the one from Far From Home. It's the one from Tobey's universe.
Bro,
So it's, like, small, but it's, like... It looks like the Tobeyverse is gonna come back and, like, actually play a big role.
Listen, I'm not gonna see Morbius, but I'm in support of Tobey coming back in any way. If they truly need to make a Spider-Man 4, like Marvel. I don't know, exactly how they could put that together.
Yeah,
but I am in full support of Tobey making a comeback because he's the best Spider-Man, and I don't think anyone can deny that.
Yeah, he's my favorite Spider-Man.
He's my favorite Spider-Man too. I think because it's like he's like, even in the comics, like Peter was a nerd at first, and then he was always like a handsome like ladies man, which like, but like Tobey is truly like a real life nerd. Like yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you hear that, Tobey, you fucking nerd.
Man, Tobey Maguire seems like such a gentle soul. Like I don't mean to offend him at all. If anything, it's a compliment. Yeah. Like he's I grew up with that motherfucker. So
yeah, it's like
not with him, but
yeah,
I get what you mean. Yeah.
Like
me and
him
I
do feel like Tom Holland has like the actual character of Spider-Man more than any other, like of Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
He has a very millennial version of it. I mean?
But I think when it comes to like really nailing like Spider-Man's character, like he has that down more than either of the other ones. However, I still just fucking love Tobey's like interpretation. Like I love that version so much, like I feel like Tom Holland is definitely more of like a classic, like, oh, I can actually believe that this is a high school kid Spider-Man.
Yeah, definitely.
And he just...
At the very least, at least he graduated in the movie, in the first one, so it's like, okay, at least it's kind of believable that he's like a senior in high school about to leave. Not Tobey, really, he's like 30, but...
I would say even Andrew Garfield was slightly more believable as like a high school senior than Tobey was.
Let's watch Spider-Man 3, because we already know 1 and 2 are good, but like I want to go back and rewatch, like, because
I think I've seen Spider-Man 3 like 1.5 times total.
Let's fucking watch it.
Yeah, like, because I saw the full movie once, and then one time I watched like the last 45 minutes of it.
Mm-hmm. I saw it in theaters. And then I feel like I've seen it in a million people talking about it on videos and shit. Well,
it recently, I feel like, the Raimi trilogy made a huge comeback recently.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I don't exactly know why. I think it might be for a similar reason. Well, not only nostalgia, but for a similar reason that the prequels did. Memes.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I was about to bring that up.
Because it's like...
They were similar times, too.
Yeah, it was... I mean, the same time period?
Pretty much.
Give or take, like, prequels were 99 to 05, Tobey was 02 to 07, so it's like...
Yeah, a lot of...
Very close
intersecting, yeah.
So, yeah, and it's just, like, the memes that came from both of them, like, it took a while, but, like, that is what got the prequels more loved, and I feel like the Raimi trilogy was always loved.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It never... Besides... the third one, it never really had, like, a stigma about it.
But a lot of people have, like, kind of come back and, like, defend Spider-Man 3 a little bit more. Especially the fact that it's, like, they're all goofy. They're all super, like, cheesy. You know what I mean?
There's, like, no denying that.
He took it to an extreme with that one. So that's why I'm interested to watch it again and just, like, you know, because obviously I'm not looking at it, like, the story probably has some problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's, like... From an entertainment factor, I'm sure it's, like, off the charts. Because I remember, like, the Sandman fight where he, like, first gets the black suit, he fights Sandman in the train. That shit's cool.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with everyone was, like, I'm so fucking hyped for, like, Venom and shit. And the black suit.
Oh, yeah, no, that was a huge letdown.
Yeah. And that
But then again, it's, like... It's kind of like...
That ended up just being... The fact that the third one was probably the most hyped. I mean, I don't really remember the hype behind it.
Bro, whenever they said Venom was going to be in it, everybody was like, oh, shit.
I was vaguely aware of the hype around it when I was little, but I was like 9.
I knew Venom was going to be in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck.
That's basically the extent of my knowledge. But yeah, the fact that it, like, came in as, like, probably the most hyped one and ended up being the worst one made it a lot worse in people's heads.
Yeah, but that's why with time people have kind of come back to like it a little bit more. Which I don't know. I think we need to give our take on it.
Yeah. So
especially if Tobey's making a comeback. I hope like I said, make a fucking Spider-Man 4. Make a spectacular Spider-Man season 3. That's
my dream plan for like Tobey and all that is that at the end of the day, Sony's end game, if you will, is a Tobey, Andrew, Tom Holland into the Spider-Verse with like somebody new as Miles Morales.
Mm-hmm.
That is like my dream, like a live action Spider-Verse with them. Just one word. Nut.
Epic.
Nut.
Pwn.
Nut.
Boss.
Nut. God.
Nut.
Okay, taking it back to like 2012.
My sister's calling me right now, so can we end the podcast?
On that, I was gonna...
Or what, do you want to say one more thing? I can say I'll talk to you right now.
I was gonna say like one or two more things.
Okay.
So I'll literally talk about this once because I don't want to be a hoe about it. But I did start like a new YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you saw it on my Twitter.
Yeah.
But basically, it's like a Star Wars YouTube channel because, like, to anybody that has talked to me in the past, like, 5 months knows that I will not shut the fuck up about Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit, I'm even wearing a shirt right now. That's also because, like, half the shirts I own are Star Wars shirts.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I figured people are probably starting to get a little tired of it. I could definitely tell there was, like, 1 or 2 specific times that you were. So it's like, what I'm doing is I'm just going to have this Star Wars YouTube channel that I'm going to, like, upload videos to it. And it's going to be, like, if y'all watch Star Wars channels at all, like, Stupendous Wave or, like, Star Wars Theory, it's, like, kind of like that. But I'm planning on adding, like, a little touch of like humor to it.
My own sauce.
Not my own sauce, but it's like, if you ever watch those videos, those guys, like, they say cool shit about Star Wars, but they also have literally no personality. So it's
Star Wars started in 1978. It was directed and written by George Lucas.
Yeah. Kind of a lot like that.
Yeah.
And so I kind of want to put a little bit of like my own little like,
secret sauce.
Throw a little bit of comedy in it.
Secret sauce.
Yeah.
You should call it Star Sauce.
Star Sauce. No, I named it Darth Bounce House.
Okay. I like that.
Because that was also my username on the Jedi Amino app, which was like the Star Wars forum I used to be very popular on. Mm-hmm. I had like a few hundred, if not thousand, like followers on it.
Damn.
And I would like.
Is that still a thing?
I don't.
You should go back on
know.
that app and be like, "Yo, guys, I'm making my return."
But yeah, like I used to write just like
it's the return of Darth Bounce House.
Yeah, I used to write like these huge like articles and run these polls and shit like that, just because I was fucking bored as shit. And I would usually get with each one, I'd get like the top post on like the what's hot page or whatever. But yeah, so that's the same name, and I brought back like the same logo. It's that picture of Darth Revan with like the two lightsabers, and just over his face, he's got like just a regular like weird ass bounce house.
You should
like
have
a stock photo of a bounce house, just instead of his face.
You should have like a Rule 34 thing where it's like barely cropped out to where like Darth Revan's like about to be doing a sexual act, but. It's like cut off just by the profile picture barriers.
I'm not sure about that, man.
And it's like, welcome to the Darth
sounds a little racy.
I don't know.
I guess I said I was going to put my own twist on it.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just fan fictions. It's like vocalized versions of fan fictions. People submit their thing, they send you $5 and you read it in very seductive ways.
Hey, if you want to give me $5, I will do that. Like,
hell yeah. Let's do it.
But
do you
no.
know
Anyway, so I am starting that in an effort to shut the fuck up about it a little bit around literally everyone else in my life.
Have an outlet.
Yeah, have an outlet, so I'm not just like, hey mom, want to hear about Star Wars? Anyway, so it's Darth Bounce House. It's on YouTube. Check it out.
Sub right now.
Yeah. Subscribe if you want to, or don't. It's not going to break my heart. I really don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, y'all know the drill. Subscribe to the podcast YouTube channel. Hit like.
Share with friends.
Share with a friend. Leave a review. Rate us 5 stars.
All that shit.
You know, yeah, all
and
that shit.
And if you just listen to all that and kind of like, whoa, that was a lot, rewind it just a little bit, listen to it again, do every step.
And leave
or
a comment on YouTube. Yeah, or we don't love you and we're not going to give the audience any more kisses. Damn. Yeah. You hear, so that might be the last kiss if you don't.
See how good that felt?
Yeah.
You love that, didn't you?
That might be the last audience kiss ever.
You can get more, kitten.
Okay.
Daddy will be on Discord later, kitten.
Okay, we're ending it there. Thank you. Thanks for listening.
All right, bye.
Bye.